At the end of the show's third season, Shannon Doherty left her charmed life to pursue a directing career. Enter indie film actress Rose McGowan.
I'm here, one of those sort of things.
Well, she's a beautiful young lady. She's a very good actress, and she was exactly what we were looking for.
Spelling cast Rose as Paige Matthews, half-sister to Piper and Phoebe.
Graceful, as always.
Charmed marks Rose's first turn as a series regular, but she never set out to be an actress. With her exotic looks and natural talent, it wasn't long before a Hollywood casting agent discovered her.
I wasn't trying to be an actor, I was just visiting LA and I got cast in a movie called Doom Generation, which is kind of called classic indie film, which I love. And then I went back to Seattle for a while, and then I came back and I just done a bunch of movies, Scream, Jawbreaker, other things, and but I'm too tired to remember right now because of the long hours. I kind of never really thought about my career in terms of a career. I just thought it was kind of a funny interlude in my life. And I've had kind of an odd peripatetic existence, and I kind of expected that to continue, and it has.
Rose must have cast some kind of spell on the spelling team, because the character of Paige was written with her in mind.
I didn't really have to do any research on this role because, it was being created for me, and the executive producer, Brad Kern, who, writes a lot of the scripts as well, was amazing in that he really tried to infuse it, as much as he could, kind of with my own personality or what he thought were aspects of my personality that were fun to put in her, and she's just a really cool chick.
Paige is the youngest witch, so the sisters' relationships shifted significantly.
Well, there's been a few adjustments and a few changes, and Piper kind of has to become the older sister now and the responsible one and the one to give advice and stuff like that, so it's kind of a new role for her to play as well for me to play.
Yay! So, we'll ring out the new and bring back the old.
What's it like for the new younger sister?
It's just been kind of a joy, actually, because I was, coming into an environment that had already been set for a while, and it really couldn't have worked out.
All right. Sharp. Look, everybody's starting to show up. Here we go.
We
Rose,
are?
where were you, Rose?
What?
What?
Where was I? I have a high fever, and my dog cut my face open with his fingernails last night. That's exactly where I
Steve,
am.
relax, okay? I am sorry I asked.
Sorry. High fever, and she's still on this show. I mean, come on.
I'm shaky and a
That's
little
why
delirious.
she's on the show. Me too. She's delirious. But mine are from the drugs.
I hear you.
Oh, sweet. Hi, guys.
Rose
Give
McGowan.
me a little hug now.
Truth Fuller, Brian Krasner. All right, Rose, I have to apologize to you.
Why, for asking me a question how I was? It's so innocuous, but my answers.
No, I said, where were you? Because you weren't there in the last shot, and then you said you're sick, and your dog bit you, and I feel...
Bit you in the face?
It's already changed.
Fester is an evil dog at times.
Is Fester that little pug?
They're Boston Terriers.
Boston Terriers.
Boston terrorists, as I like to call them.
Yeah. Well, here you guys are, and I hope you don't mind me using this analogy, but when I was a kid, I watched Bewitched, and I used to love it because I used to think anything's possible. When I watch your show, I think anything's possible. Is that a... do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
It makes me want to have powers.
Yeah, I think that's the appeal, is that, people watch it and just get taken to this fantasy place.
Alyssa, only a woman like you could wear your hair that short and look that gorgeous.
Thank you.
Is it much easier, or is it a nightmare to keep up?
So easy. The
Is
only
it?
thing that's a nightmare is I have to get it cut like every 10 days just
do.
for the maintenance.
Yeah.
But otherwise it's really easy.
It's longer than Brian's.
Let's measure.
Well, now it is. This week it is.
Brian and Drew, could you guys be any uglier? Just wondering.
yes.
Strong Drew. Strong Drew.
I don't want to make you cry like Diane Sawyer made Britney cry. Did you guys see that joke last night on TV?
Wow.
Oh,
And I love Diane overanalyzing every one of Britney's blinks. Are you guys like, are you glad that you're not in the media as severely as Britney? I mean, you are, but...
Yes, I'm very grateful.
I think in some ways, obviously at her level it's a little different, but you have a choice to really court it or not. And I tend to try to fly below the radar a little bit, but it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Who did what in that interview? It had good lighting. That's all.
But
Yeah, it's all about lighting.
But you watched.
Walters that makes everyone cry, not Diane Sawyer.
Well, Diane made Brittany cry last night.
Well, that's what Diane
It's like a badge of honor.
To be
You would have cried too.
Oh, no.
Strong face. Do it again.
Yeah, Drew, were you or were you not romantically involved with Britney Spears? And did you cheat on her?
What?
I'm just trying to make you
How
cry.
did you find out about that?
He was involved with my dog Fester.
Now that's a story.
I bet that made him cry.
And he made him cry.
That's a story. So this is the 6th season. You're all getting along great. Or are you just doing this for on air, really, behind when the cameras are on, you fight?
It's all on air.
It's a free-for-all.
See, we do the opposite. We fight on air, and then off air, we don't talk to each other. It's a beautiful thing.
See, that's the way to go, right?
Yeah, look, we've had 8, 9 years. You guys.
Yeah.
Listen, you're talking about being interviewed. You've been interviewed since you were, I don't know, how old were you then?
Are we going to go back to that?
Okay.
Steve always has to go back.
I got really old.
I've loved you for so many years.
That's not the
And he
moment.
actually really has. But you have loved her for years.
That's an excellent presentation, but that's not my question. You've been on that other side like Brittany was all through your life. You've always been interviewed since you were a kid. Would you hold back stuff? Are you open to discuss your personal life, or would you just cover it up?
I talk about anything because I have nothing to hide. I don't think I've ever lied in an interview because I've never done anything to be ashamed of.
Right.
Well, we have some information here.
I'm very honest and open.
Like Jillian. Well, the problem with Howard, what it's great and is bad about going on, is that you usually go on at about 5 in the morning and you're slightly delirious.
Yes.
And pretty much, if anybody asks me anything at that moment in time, you know, it's a one-cylinder operation in my brain. So you're like, ah.
Now, if this
I'm the same way.
When you wake up later, you're like, oh, I can't believe I said that.
Yes.
When people tell you what you said.
Or when people tell you what you said, like, I can't believe you said that.
I feel that way about this show. If this were a Howard interview, and I'm not going there, but one of you would be asked about Justin Timberlake, but I'm not going there.
It would be Brian.
Oh, yeah. No, I would not be. But anyway.
Rose is good. Rose is funny.
Rose knows how to fade a media. I love it.
But Howard will ask questions that not everybody else will ask.
He cheated on Justin with Fester again.
I believe the person we need to talk to is Fester, because Fester's got a problem.
He likes small, furry creatures.
Fester has an anger issue.
Let's see if we can summon one here.
Yeah, there's a spell.
Now, does Fester, when people come over, I got a dog that's really, really friendly with everyone's leg, and I'm like, hey, it just means that he likes you. Is Fester like that, or just as he bites?
No, he's the mad humper.
Uh-huh, the mad humper.
And he has magic balls. It's the weirdest thing. He got fixed, but
Oh,
if
they
you get
put
him
in
up from a
nudicles.
nap, he's got these hard rock
Okay.
things. I even talked
Are
to
you
the
talking
vet,
about-
and they said,
Nudicles. Steve has the same
I actually
kind.
have a picture of it,
I
but
thought
it
you were
looked
talking
too
about Brian.
pornographic with my hand pulling him down like that. I couldn't even take it to the vet. I was ashamed.
Okay.
Yeah, those are called nudicles.
Theraflu, I'm going to get me some.
I can't hear well. Are you talking about what you did to Brian?
Yes.
Okay.
I pulled his leg and took a picture.
Well, look, charmed guy. Guys,
Why
congratulations.
don't we ask them to come fill in? Would you guys ever come fill in on this little crappy show?
Absolutely.
Would you?
I
Because
watch
none of
you
you.
every morning in my trailer, I swear to God.
Thank you, because I think that you guys would be, Rose and Alyssa would be great to fill in for either Dorothy and I, and then one of the guys for you, Steve.
Or, both the guys
You
for
guys
Steve.
can fight for it.
Have at it.
So you guys can duke it out.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.